Hi guys, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is Punjabi? Punjabi नहीं होता आकाश, Punjabi होता है. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Acha guys, I got a message from 2-3 people that they are not able to see the videos that I have shared. Right? How many of you are not able to see the videos? Anyone?
सर ब्रेक के बाद का जो पार्ट है वो नहीं दिखता है, वो आ ही नहीं रहा है, मतलब वो नहीं है उसमें.
सब है उस पे. I'll show you. ब्रेक से पहले वाला दिख गया?
हाँ सर.
ब्रेक के पहले वाला है.
ब्रेक से पहले वाला है तो ब्रेक के बाद वाला भी है.
I think for networking there were 2 parts. Networking.
Yeah, it's in the same folder. No, it's in the same drive.
Right.
See, part 1, part 2.
Okay, sir.
So थोड़ा ध्यान से videos तो मतलब क्योंकि I got a call from Aparna ma'am as well that the students are not able to see the videos. I had to check. So I checked and everything was there. So please check it properly. Then you please approach to Aparna or anybody else regarding the videos. If videos are not available. Okay. She is pretty busy. That's why I'm telling you this. Okay, so yesterday we studied about networking. Today we're going to understand about, today we'll be learning about footprinting. Samarth will take that in the end. Okay, now, so footprinting will be study about what is footprinting, how footprinting is done, and everything we'll be studying about in this particular session. Now, in the starting of the session, in the first class, we discussed something about the phases of hacking. Do you guys remember?
Yes, sir.
What are the phases of hacking?
So footprinting or information gathering. Then we have scanning. Then we have gaining access. Then we are maintaining access. Then we have clearing the tracks.
Okay. So what is the first one? First one is?
Printing.
Sorry?
Footprinting, information gathering.
Exactly. Footprinting. Footprinting means information gathering. Gathering the information. What kind of information we need to gather?
Related to the target, related to any victim, any company, organization, maybe the network of a company or the website. Most probably in footprinting, we gather all the information which is publicly available.
Exactly, which is publicly available. Okay, just hold on guys, I'm getting some questions that can we start from stem and block cipher? Samarth will do that in the end. Kicha says, can we cover it from basic to advanced from every topic? I'm new to cybersecurity. Kicha, that's what we are doing. If you have missed the sessions, please do go to the previous sessions. All right, you need to go to the previous sessions to understand what we are doing right now if you have not gone through that. So today is the practical. Yes, today is the practical session. I don't have knowledge in cybersecurity. That's why, Kicha, you need to go back, revise whatever we have done. Maybe that's why you're not. Did you attended the previous lectures, Kicha? Akash, no audio instructor. No audio. Akash, check your system. Everybody else is getting the audio. Now it's coming. Cool. Okay, Kicha, so you need to attend the previous lectures. So we have already done three lectures, I suppose, 3 or 4 lectures, 3 lectures. Maybe you might not be understanding today's lecture. May you understand. Just try to attend the class, try to be with the class. All right, I'll try to explain you, but in case you don't understand, don't worry. Go to the previous lectures, you will understand for the today's class as well. All right, start. So we have the phases of hacking. So we do have 5 phases of hacking. Okay, what are those 5 phases? First is footprinting. In footprinting, what is footprinting? Footprinting, we gather information. What kind of information? Information which is publicly available. Acha guys, when I'm teaching some topic, no, please don't message me that sir, Kali Linux is not working, this is not working, that is not working. I get distracted. All right. मेरे को कोई issue नहीं है, मैं class छोड़ के आपकी problem solve कर दूंगा. I'll leave the class, I'll solve your issue, but it will be your loss. I am teaching something and you are messaging, sir, my Kali Linux is not working. I am telling you about footprinting. Kali Linux has no role over here right now. True. So let me complete my topic. I always give you an opportunity to ask me question in the end of the session, right? I don't run after the session is finished. I wait for your questions. I answer your questions, then I leave. So let me finish it. Let me start the topic at least. In between, if Kali Linux, I open Kali Linux, it's not working, then let me know your Kali Linux is not working. Maybe at that point of time, I might be able to help you. But if you want me to leave the session and help you out right now, that's not going to work. And that's going to disturb the session as well. So let me complete it. Then you ask me. I'm always here to answer your questions, right? So please have some patience and let the session go first. All right. Now, we have 5 phases of hacking. First is footprinting. Okay. Then we have scanning. Then we have gaining access. Then we have maintaining access.
Hello, sir.
And finally, we have clearing track. Right. Now, footprinting means and scanning and footprinting. This means information gathering. So when you say information gathering, footprinting and scanning comes together. Okay. We also call it recon. Recon or reconnaissance, you can call it anything, or you can also call it information gathering. And this is the first step whenever you perform hacking activity. I'm saying hacking activity, I'm not saying testing activity. So while you hack something, you need to gather information about your target. But when you're performing security testing, at that point of time, information gathering is required, depends upon which type of testing you are performing. Okay. We have different type of testing. So whenever any client comes to you, he will tell you, he will ask you, like he will tell you what kind of security testing he wants to go. So there are 3 types of security testing. Types of security testing. Any idea what are those types? Anyone?
Black box testing, white box, and
Black box testing, white box testing,
and
and
glass,
gray box.
gray box, right?
Gray box testing. Now, when you test any particular application, you need information about the target. So let's say we have 3 types of testing. I'll explain you what is this 3 types of testing. There's a company abc.com. abc.com wants its website to get tested. Now abc.com will come to you and you will tell them what are the different type of testings we have. We have black box, we have white box, we have gray box. Now what is in black box testing? Black box testing, the issue is black box testing. The company abc.com, they will say, okay, I want to get black box testing. You do it for me. In this case, abc.com is only going to provide you very little information. And what kind of information? Only the URL. That's all. Okay. Maybe if it requires more type of information, that it says that, okay, go ahead and check this one also. So it might provide you some other information. Maybe maximum IP address. Okay. That's all. No other information will be given to you. Let's say there is a website ABC. ABC do not have any area where you can sign up. You can create account. There is no area. So you will not be able to log in into the website and test for the website. All right. They have the login page. They do have the login page, but it's only for admin. But they have not given you admin credentials. So you will not be able to log in and you will be able to test the application. So in this case, or maybe they have sign up page. Okay, then you can log in and then you can try for the different attacks and different vulnerabilities. So in black box testing, company is not providing you any information. Company will only provide you maximum URL, sorry, either URL or maximum URL and IP address, both the things. All right. This is what your black box testing is about, that we are not providing you any information. You test my application as a hacker. Okay, it is not sort of you have to test my application as a security tester. You have to test my application as a hacker. Any particular person who is a hacker, he is not going to get any information. What he is going to get, he's maximum going to get the URL, which is abc.com. And then hacker tries different attacks and figure it out. That am I able to hack this particular website or not? That is black box testing. Then we have gray box testing. In gray box testing, some information is given to the target about the target. So let's say I want to perform gray box testing on abc.com. So abc.com will provide me the information. What is the IP address? What is the URL? What are the accounts? Accounts means like user account, normal account. Basically, normal account and user account remains the same. Admin account. You need one account or two accounts. You need 4 accounts or 5 accounts, or any other information if required. If you need any other information, you can also demand for other information. So you can go to your company, you can go to your client and tell them, accept this information. I need this kind of an information. Can you please provide me? If they think that it is not critical information, it is not sensitive information, they will provide you. If they think it is not, then they will discuss with you, they'll make documents and then they will provide you. All right. So in gray box testing, the information is given to you, whatever is required. If you required 3 accounts, you required 4 accounts, you required admin ID password, you required normal user ID password, you don't have a sign up page, you still want to log in, all accounts will be given to you in that case. Okay. This is what we call it performing gray box testing. Then we have something we call white box testing. In white box testing, they will not give you IP address or URL, something like that. No. What they are going to give you, they are going to give you the source code. Source code means coding. पूरी की पूरी coding दे देंगे आपको. They will provide you the coding, and through that coding, you will be able to basically test that application. So source code review, no, source code testing or white box testing. This is not everybody will be able to perform. This thing can only be done by person who knows language, okay, who understands the language, how coding is being done. Now, coding is done in like let's say I made a website. It's a very dynamic website, a big website. Let's say Amazon. Amazon wants to run white box testing. Can you imagine the number of line codes Amazon website will be having? It is not 20 line, 30 line, or 2000 line, or 20,000 line. The code might be of 2 lakh lines, right? So there is no limitation in that. The code can be any particular of size. Code can be of any size. So in that case, you cannot read the code with naked eyes, right? You have to test the application. You have to make sure you are testing the application ekdam precisely. In this case, what do we do? We use some tools for it. But the tools are paid tools, and paid tools are also like pretty costly. It is not like 5,000, 10,000 or 20,000 or 2 lakh. It is like 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakhs. The tools are pretty costly. So what they do, they put that coding into that tool. The tool analyzes everything and gives you the result. So result also, you cannot read it if you don't know coding. It will give you the result, and result also you'll be able to analyze only if you know coding. So this is a separate level of testing we have. If you want to go into this field, first of all, you should know coding. Second thing, you should, like, institutes don't teach these things, white box testing type. So only companies teach all these things. Okay, so if you come up with any company you're working in, and that company has a white box testing in there, so you can request any of your managers that you can go there and you can learn it, because the tools are pretty costly. Even if you go to the institute, they will teach you not with the tool. They'll show you the report. They'll make you learn how to analyze the report. They'll not teach you how to use the tool, because they cannot teach you on the tool. Tools are costly. That's the main reason about. That's the main thing about your white box testing. So many companies, they don't use tools. What they do, they will divide the code 5,000 lines or 500 lines or like this, and keep on like, or when the coding is been done, at the same point of time, testing is also been done by another developer or by the tester. All right. So white box testing, again, it's another sort of a domain. Over here, we do not test what we do in black box and white box testing. We do not perform anything related to white box testing over here, or we do not perform anything in white box testing related to black box and gray box. Likewise, we have been looking for small attacks like SQL injection. right? So what we do, we enter the ID, we enter the password, we enter the SQL injection in that, and we're logged in into the website, right? But over here, we do not perform that because we are not looking at the GUI. We are only looking at the source code. That's what we call white box testing. Clear with the black box, gray box, white box?
Sir, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So in white box testing, you told us that the source code is being analyzed by the coders, by the person who knows coding, right? But let's suppose if a person is going for such a website like Amazon or any kind of a e-commerce website or any other website, which actually runs on multiple languages. So the person must be have a sound knowledge on multiple languages.
See, the logical things remains the same, right?
Okay.
The logical things remains the same. So your tools are also made on the basis of that. If some tools has to be like Amazon wants to get tested, so tool will also be made in the purpose of that. Tool will not be made, okay, the tool will only be analyzing the JavaScript. No, tool will be analyzing, in that case, tool will be pretty costly. So tools are also made customized. It is not that one tool is there, everybody will be able to perform the same thing. Tools are also customized, and on the basis of that, it is made. Plus, it is not that if you don't know JavaScript, you will not be able to analyze the thing. You know, let's say HTML, or you know, let's say Java. You don't know JavaScript, but you know Java, let's say. So you will be able to analyze the report because you have the knowledge of the coding. You will be understanding the things. That is what happens. You don't have to, because you don't have to rectify things. You just have to tell, okay, यहाँ पे ये changes करते हैं.
So
That's
any name of any name of the tool?
See, these are basically Microsoft have their own tools, Google have their own tools, HCL they have own tools. So they are
company specific
by different companies.
They are company
I
specific.
use these tools generally in the life because I don't have 20 lakh to spend on white boxes.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So, yeah.
Just one thing, sir. I mean,
Yes.
I read somewhere that for OWASP or something, right?
Yeah.
They do have something in the GitHub where they do the source code profiling also.
No,
So
no, no.
are we going?
So yeah, that's what the one you are telling, no, OWASP and all those things. They actually, those tools are not for white box testing. Those tools are for black box testing.
Okay.
We'll be learning those tools also. We call it
But are we
vulnerabilities.
going to cover anything as such in where we have source code profiling in terms of scanning the vulnerabilities there as well?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. When you will be learning about scanning, no, I will teach you that how to use those tools and what is actually happening in those tools, what those tools are looking at. So let's say I am scanning a website, and in my scanning tool, it says your website is vulnerable to SQLi. So how does it figure it out that my website is vulnerable to SQLi? Or is there are no flags in it? How it is basically figuring that out? So basically it is reading the source code only. It is also
Okay.
reading the source code.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the codes are already there in the your tool, and then it matches the source code from that particular tool and then figures out the result. But that is different from white box testing. White box testing is totally different from what you will be learning in black box and gray box or whatever scanning tools we will be using.
Okay, because some sorry to disrupt the session a bit, but just wanted to know that, say for example, many a times a company hires an ethical hacker, and then they say like, okay, I can certainly provide you my source code, and you can deploy it somewhere, and you can do the scanning to see if there are any vulnerabilities. Not about the URL, not about the gray box, but certainly that part is sometimes being asked.
Yeah.
So that's what I was just curious to know.
We'll be covering that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. All right, okay. I'll just repeat the same stuff in Hindi. So हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं कि देखो हमारे ना 5 टाइप के फेजेस होते हैं हैकिंग में: फुटप्रिंटिंग, स्कैनिंग, गेनिंग एक्सेस, मेंटेनिंग एक्सेस, क्लीनिंग ट्रैक. अभी मैं ये सब समझाता हूँ. टाइप ऑफ सिक्योरिटी टेस्टिंग. जब भी कोई कंपनी आपके पास आती है ना कि मेरे को टेस्टिंग करानी है, तो आपके पास ना 3 चॉइसेस होती है टेस्टिंग की. एक होता है ब्लैक बॉक्स, ग्रे बॉक्स और व्हाइट बॉक्स. जो हमारा ब्लैक बॉक्स टेस्टिंग होता है ना, उसके अंदर कंपनी कहती है कि मैं आपको कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहा, मैं आपको सिर्फ यूआरएल दे रहा हूँ, इसके बेसिस पे आप मेरी वेबसाइट को टेस्ट करो. तो हैकर अगर कोई वेबसाइट को हैक करता है तो क्या करता है, उसके पास यूआरएल होता है, वो उस यूआरएल को टेस्ट करना स्टार्ट कर देता है, राइट. जब वो उस यूआरएल को टेस्ट करता है तो उसमें उसको अकाउंट बनाने का ऑप्शन मिलता है, नहीं मिलता, कुछ नहीं पता. अगर ऑप्शन है तो बनाएगा, नहीं है तो नहीं बनाएगा। उसको लॉगिन पेज मिल गया तो ट्राई करते हैं उस लॉगिन पेज को बाईपास करने की, वो बाईपास हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा, राइट। तो वो सारी एक्टिविटीज वो करता है जो एक हैकर कर सकता है, राइट। सेम वे फिर आता है हमारे पास ग्रे बॉक्स टेस्टिंग। ग्रे बॉक्स टेस्टिंग में क्या होता है, जो भी आप ब्लैक बॉक्स टेस्टिंग में कर रहे हो वो तो करोगे ही करोगे, प्लस कंपनी क्या करेगी, आपको अकाउंट्स भी दे देगी कि चलो ठीक है लॉगिन का ऑप्शन नहीं है, फिर भी हमारे से लॉगिन आईडी पासवर्ड ले लो, आप लॉगिन करके टेस्ट कर लो। लॉगिन का ऑप्शन है तब भी आपको दे देते हैं कि ले आईडी पासवर्ड ले लो हमसे, आप टेस्ट करो अच्छे से, हमें कोई इशू नहीं है। आप एडमिन का आईडी पासवर्ड भी ले लो हमसे, अब अच्छे से टेस्ट करो। या फिर आपको कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, वो इंफॉर्मेशन भी ले लो। तो ये होता है हमारा ग्रे बॉक्स टेस्टिंग के अंदर। तो व्हाइट बॉक्स जैसे ब्लैक बॉक्स टेस्टिंग है वो थोड़ी सी कम कॉस्टली होगी, क्योंकि उसमें टारगेट एरिया कम हो गया हमारा, हम लॉगिन ही नहीं कर पा रहे तो हमारा टारगेट एरिया वैसे ही कम हो गया। ग्रे बॉक्स टेस्टिंग में टारगेट एरिया बहुत बड़ा होता है हमारे पास, बहुत सारा डायनेमिक वेबसाइट है तो और ज्यादा टारगेट एरिया बड़ा हो जाएगा। तो ग्रे बॉक्स टेस्टिंग की जो कॉस्टिंग होती है वो थोड़ी सी ज्यादा होती है। अगर ब्लैक बॉक्स की 50,000 है तो ग्रे बॉक्स की 1 लाख तो होगी आराम से, ठीक। फिर आता है हमारा व्हाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग। इसमें क्या होता है, सोर्स कोड टेस्ट होता है। इसमें वेबसाइट नहीं देते हम टेस्ट करने के लिए, नहीं, इसमें हम आपको सोर्स कोड देते हैं, आप सोर्स कोड को एनालाइज करो। तो सोर्स कोड जो है ना वो बहुत बड़ा भी हो सकता है, बहुत छोटा भी हो सकता है। छोटा है तो मतलब आपको टूल की जरूरत नहीं है, फिर आप नेकेड आई से ही उसको टेस्ट कर सकते हो। रीड द कोड, अंडरस्टैंड द कोड, evaluate the code and then you can do it. Otherwise we have tools. Now tools are not, tools थोड़े से ना कॉस्टली होते हैं, ऐसे नहीं 10,000 20,000 30,000 के आगे नहीं, 2 लाख के भी नहीं। मतलब हमारे पास जो टूल है वो आई थिंक 11 से 12 लाख रुपए का है। तो टूल्स बहुत कॉस्टली आते हैं व्हाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग के। और ये कस्टमाइज टूल होते हैं कि आप उनको बताते हो कि आपको किस टाइप का टूल चाहिए, आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट के लिए टूल चाहिए, आपको इस लैंग्वेज के लिए टूल चाहिए, आपको एक स्पेसिफिक लैंग्वेज के लिए टूल चाहिए, तो आप उनको बताते हो ये चीज कि कैसा आपको टूल चाहिए, उसके बेसिस पे भी आपके ना टूल्स की कॉस्ट होती है। तो व्हाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग ऐसे होती है कि आप अपने कोड को टूल के अंदर डालते हो, टूल उसको एनालाइज करता है और आपको रिजल्ट देता है। व्हाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग की एनालाइजेशन करने के लिए भी ना आपको कोडिंग आनी चाहिए। अब मान लो आपको जावा आती है, जावा स्क्रिप्ट नहीं आती, तो दैट्स ओके, क्योंकि कंसेप्ट क्लियर है, राइट। कंसेप्ट तो सेम है ना हर चीज के, कि कैसे होना चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए, कि सिक्योर रहेगा। तो कंसेप्ट के बेसिस पे आप उसको एनालाइज कर सकते हो रिपोर्ट को, और फिर डेवलपर को बता सकते हो कि वेयर यू आर गोइंग रॉन्ग, व्हाट आर द चेंजेस यू एक्चुअली नीड टू मेक। ओके, तो ये बोलते हैं हम व्हाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग। तो सबसे पहला फेज, द फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ हैकिंग इज फुटप्रिंटिंग, राइट। अब फुटप्रिंटिंग क्या होता है, फुटप्रिंटिंग इज गैदरिंग public information of your target. Now, public information means the information which is publicly available, that type of information. Now, if you're doing black box testing, you need to gather public information about your target, right? If you're doing gray box testing, you do not have to gather public information about your target. That's totally fine. Right, क्योंकि whatever information you require, you can ask for your client to provide you that information. In scanning, we gather some information which is not so public in nature. That is what we call scanning. So we'll cover scanning first. We'll complete footprinting, then we'll come on to the scanning part. All right, let us learn scanning today. That how we can gather public information about your target. So your target can be anything, abc.com, critical.com, google.com, facebook.com, it can be anything. Now we need to understand what are the type of information we gather and how do we gather. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the thing that what is footprinting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was
Yes, sir.
very enthusiastic. Yes, I liked it. Okay, so what type of information we gather now? So first information we gather is about your domain. Okay, let's say your domain is webkit.org. Okay, so there is a website webkit.org. Here we have this website. Let's say I want to gather information about this target and I want to know actually this website belongs to which company. If I look at over to this particular website, or let's say I found some vulnerability onto this website, where I should report that vulnerability, which company I should report that vulnerability. Likewise, let's say we have Naukri.com. Now Naukri.com is a website But what is the real name of the company? The name of the company is InfoEdge. InfoEdge is the company. Naukri.com is basically another sister concern, you can say. Right. Same way, we have webkit.org, but the original website or original company of webkit.org is what we need to find out. Okay. This way, and other information about your webkit.org. So how do we find it? We have a very good website for this. We call it whois.domaintools.com. whois.domaintools.com. So we go to this website, whois.domaintools. All we do is we just enter the website we want information about. So we enter the domain name. See, there are two things. One is domain name, one is URL. What is the meaning of domain name? The name of the website. So what is the name of the website? Webkit.org. What is the URL? URL is https://webkit.org. So whenever I'll say we'll need to enter URL, we will be entering URL, which is https://webkit.org. When I'll say we need to enter the domain name, webkit.org is basically the domain name. Okay, so we need to enter the domain name over here. So this is how your website looks like. Enter the domain name, hit search, and it is going to figure out the domain information about your target. Secondly, it is not important that every time it will fetch the public information. So many times you pay wherever you are hosting your website, you can disable the public information should not be visible. Okay, you need to pay an extra amount for that for per year, maybe 300 rupees or 400 rupees or 500 rupees. If you are hosting your own website, let's say you're taking domain name from GoDaddy. So you can provide them extra money and hide this particular information. Okay, now we can see that as soon as we entered webkit.org, what is the information it is showing? It is saying that registrant organization is Apple Inc. Means this website belongs to Apple, right? Country is US. We all know Apple belongs to US. And if we come down, this is the information about their registrar and everything. These dates are little important. This is what main we look for over here. So what do we look for? First of all, when it was created, whenever it was created, never mind. Secondly, these are the two information that we look for. When it was last updated, when it is going to expire. Now, when it was last updated, it was updated in August 2020. Now, imagine if the website was updated on August 2017 or 18. Can you imagine how backward the website is in that case? Because they have not updated their website. So if they have not updated their website, what can happen? Then all these services which are running, they are the older version of the service. Okay, so let's say your website is running Apache server, and Apache they're running is Apache 2.2.0. In that case, if they're running Apache 2.2.0, I can figure it out that there is a vulnerability, we call it application level DOS attack. We can perform it over there. If they're running FTP service and FTP older version they are running, so we can perform the attack on the basis of the older version of FTP. But if the website is updated, everything is updated, in that case there is less possibilities that we might be able to attack on the basis of the version of the services they are running. All right, so we have to check when it was last updated. So this website is basically WordPress website. I'll tell you how I figured it out. Okay, this is a WordPress website. Now WordPress, if it's a previous version or the older version, if it was not updated, so there are so many vulnerabilities in the previous version of WordPress that we can attack on this website. But because it is updated, so it is difficult for us to figure out the vulnerabilities. Okay, on the basis of the existing services which are running. So we check when it was last updated. It was updated previously, long back, a year ago. Then we can check further. If it was updated recently, we can avoid it. Secondly, when it is going to expire. So expiration date we check so that we can figure it out that if subdomain takeover is possible or not. So there is an attack, we call it subdomain takeover. If it is a subdomain, so it is a system concern, it can be a subdomain, and we can overtake this website if it is going to expire soon. But it is going to expire next year. We still have an year to expire, so we can avoid this date also. But if date is nearby after a month or 2 months or 3 months, we keep in mind, we keep an alarm of that, and then we basically look for it. All right. And then we do have other information as well, that they have posted their website on AWS. We can see that directly over here. It's hosted on AWS. And that's all what information we actually look for. Okay. We can see that they have changed IP address 19 times, 19 unique IP address over 15 years. There is a possibility that they are every year, because your Amazon, no, they provide you, they basically let you host your website for an year for free of cost, or for limited amount of area, not area, memory, you can say. Okay, so there is a possibility they might be hosting the website for free of cost on Amazon after every year. That is also a possibility they are hosting it. That's so many people what they do. All right, so this way you can get domain information about your website by visiting on this particular application. We call it whois.domaintools.com. Okay, so if you want to, if like, let's say you find a bug on any website and you are not able to figure out which company it belongs to, you just go to who is domains, and from there you might be able to figure it out if they have not hidden their public information. This is also possible that company might hide their public information. Okay, this is possible. I'll show you one more website. Management of apple.wordpress.com. Now, if I'll try to figure it out, this particular company, it written a management of Apple, but it does not belong to Apple company. Okay. And if I give my data over here, management of Apple, search. See that this website, management of Apple, it does not belong to Apple. See, automatic INC. This website is not from Apple. Sorry. In this case, if you, let's say you found this website, you found any vulnerability on this website, you will be very excited that I found something on Apple. But this website does not belongs to Apple. So if you want to submit the vulnerability to this website, you do not go to Apple and start submitting vulnerability. Okay, you might be thinking it's an Apple website, I'll submit my vulnerability on the Apple. This website does not belong to Apple. You can see that it is nowhere written that this website belongs to apple.com or Apple, right? So this way you have to figure it out, whether you can also figure this thing out, that whether the website is genuine or not, right? In this case, we figured it out, the website is not genuine. Over here, we can figure it out, webkit.org. Okay, we went over here, we can see it belongs to Apple. So we figured it out, the website is genuine, right? This way you can use whois.domaintools.com. Clear? Then we have how you can figure it out on what technology your website is built on. Let's say same way, let's say you have this website, webkit.org. I want to know on what technology this website is built on. Any idea how we can get to know about it? Guys?
We can analyze the source code if possible.
Yeah, we can analyze the source code, but again, to analyze the source code, you should know how coding works and everything. You should be aware of the coding and all those things, right? Now, for that, we have a very good tool. That is correct. Answer is correct. I'm saying you should know about it, right? If you don't know how coding is being done, what are the services we are using over there and everything, you won't understand that. But yes, we have to analyze the source code, and this is how it works. So I want to know what particular coding, what particular services, everything is being used over this particular website. How do I get to know? We have a very good tool. We call it Vapalizer. So Vapalizer is an extension. If you want to download any extension, how you download the extension? You go to settings area. Okay. In settings area, you have extension over here. Click on extension. You see this menu over here, extensions menu. Click on it. You will find Open Chrome Web Store. Okay, click on it, Open Chrome Web Store. Over here, you just need to enter the extension you want to add. So I am adding one extension, we call it Vapalizer. this one. Okay, I'll share this link with you as well. You just need to type Wapalizer on your own. Now this is your Wapalizer. You will click on add and it will add on to your Chrome. Mine is already added. That is why it is not showing me anything. Okay, once you will add it, this is how it is going to look. See it over here, this one. This is how it is going to look. Now, open the website, whatever website you have to basically scan, or you can say you want to figure it out the technology. You just need to open the website. Wapalizer, rest of the work will be done by Wapalizer by default automatically. So you can see that as soon as you click on Wapalizer about this website, it is giving me the result. Language used Python and PHP. What is the version? Version also it is telling. Operating system is CentOS. Web server extension are these one, OpenSSL and Modbix. Database used MSQL, MySQL. CMS is WordPress, right? Server they are using Apache 2.4.6. Now, if you think like, let's say they were using Apache 2.4.6 they are using right now. If they were using Apache 2.2.6 or 2.2.1, 2.2.2, any particular Apache which has 2.2.x, I could have performed one particular attack over here just by looking at the version of the Apache. All right, but this is the updated one, so no possible attack. Now, same way, this is the one of the main reason that why we find out the technology, why we look for the technology, why we look for the technology, which technology our website is built on, so that on the basis of the versions, on the basis of the technology, we can figure it out, we can find out what kind of attack we can perform. Now we can see the website is from WordPress, right? So there are so many vulnerabilities WordPress which we have, right? So we can also perform WordPress attack, all the WordPress attacks we have over here, right? So on the basis of that we decide, right? Attacks, what kind of attacks, what are the things, or what sort of attacks we can do, that is the later part. Right now we are understanding how to gather information, right? Clear with this one? Wapalizer. Same
Yes,
way,
sir.
we have one more tool, same like Wapalizer, we call it build with. Okay, same way you can add this extension over here, and I think I have to log in over here. This will also give you the information about your website. You can see it over here. I like Wapalizer more than your build with, but if you log in, you will be able to see the information very clearly. So you can see that they are using PHP. It told you, we have already got to know about it. Python they're using, see what website is all about. Content management system, basically CMS. What is the CMS they are using? WordPress they are using, right? What is the email hosting provider they have? Everything about it. Okay, SSL certificate they have? Yes, they have. Do we have anything related to Amazon? They are hosted on EC2 infrastructure. If you guys don't know what is Amazon EC2 infrastructure, don't worry about it. It's related to cloud. Okay, so you might not be aware of cloud right now. Apache they are using, what is the Apache version they are using? They are using 2.2.x. Okay, the star means X, like any particular data over there. Like this, it is going to tell you each and every information about your target so precisely. So you can see that over here. Right, they have hosted their website on Amazon. Right, so we got this information from just single tool. Right, we opened the website, we went to the tool, we clicked on the tool, and we got the information. Same way we have built with, we clicked on build with, every information it is going to tell you. Right, if you want any other information about your website, you need to log in. You want detailed information, you need to pay money, $100 per year, but you don't need to. Just look for technical information over here, and that's all. That's all what you require right now. Okay, same way on Kali Linux. If you go to the Kali Linux, we have one command over there. We call it what's the command? What web? What web is the command? Okay, what web space the domain name or the URL. I mean, either the URL you have to type like https://webkit.org, or webkit.org only. I don't use it. It does not give you that much good result. Okay, so better to use either Wapalizer or Built With. Just telling about it. Okay, so if you'll use it also, no, you'll also not like it, but it is there, so I should tell you about it. So you can also use it what web in case you are facing any issue with the Wapalizer or Built With. Wapalizer and Built With are GUI version. This is the command based. Okay, so you can just write what web and the name of the website. Let me start my Kali. I'll show you that as well. Here is Kali Linux. So let it start. We'll come to that. Let's move forward. Then we have something, we call it subdomains. Any idea what are subdomains?
Domains which are actually, let's suppose, the subdomains can be a kind of a child domains of a parent domain.
Yeah. So subdomain can be a child of a parent domain, or you can say like we have google.com. Okay. Google.com is a parent domain, right? It's a main domain. What will be the subdomain of google.com? What are the different subdomains of google.com? Likewise, we have support.google.com. Then we have something like help.google.com. Then we have something support. We have something doc.google.com. Right. So likewise, we have so many subdomains of google.com. Why do we need to find out subdomains? Let's say you're trying to find vulnerability or you're trying to hack google.com, but you are not able to hack google.com. In that case, what you can do, you can go to support.google.com. You might be able to hack support.google.com, or you might be able to find some vulnerability in google.com, support.google.com. So when you will submit that vulnerability to google.com, they will not say that you found the vulnerability in help.google.com or doc.google.com, or they will say that we will give you less amount because you have found vulnerability in this domain, not in this domain. No. You have found vulnerability in help.google.com. It is under their responsible disclosure. So they will give you the same amount, same respect, same certificate what they are giving for google.com. Right? Why? Because it is the part of google.com. So we have to find out the subdomains to basically increase the attacking surface area, you can say. Okay. Now, how do we find out subdomains? We have a very good website for this one. We call it virustotal.com. What happened to my Linux? Starting to so many issues with the Kali these days. Okay. Virustotal.com. Now, this particular website, virustotal.com, this has been made mainly for the purpose to find out if your file, any particular file you want to test that file has any particular kind of virus or not, or you have any URL. Okay, you have any particular URL and you want to test that is this URL is malicious in nature or not. Okay, is this URL has any particular kind of a virus available on your website or not. So that also you can check. All right, but you can also figure out whether all the subdomains of your website. How you figure it out? You go to the URL area, enter the URL. So it says URL. So https:// let's say critical.com. Hit enter. Now see what it did for you. It basically scanned your target, scanned the website and gives you the result whether this website has any particular virus on it or not. So you see these areas, Align Vault, Avira, C-Shirt, cybercrime. These are basically antiviruses. Okay. So what happened? It scanned the antiviruses and check out that whether your website has any virus or not, and if everywhere it's written clean. So this means your website does not have any virus or malicious coding. Then you just see this critical.com, click on it. You have this relations, click on relations, go down and you see subdomains area. These are the subdomains of your website. So for critical.com, what are the different subdomains we have? See, we have www.critical.com, which is your main website. Then we have something we call it helpdesk.critical.com. This is our subdomain. Now, if we look for our helpdesk.critical.com, whether it's working or not, let's figure it out. So just copy and paste, open. So we do have helpdesk.critical.com. Now what we can do, if you are not able to hack critical.com, all you have to do is you just can go ahead and start testing for helpdesk.critical.com. Okay. If helpdesk.critical.com you're not able to find any vulnerability, you can go freemium.critical.com. What is this? This is something new, freemium. I have not seen this before. Maybe working, may not be working. Okay, working. Not working. Get response, landing page. Okay, they might be testing this page right now. Okay, our tester is little bit he's little bit funny, so he puts different things on the page while testing. Then we have kpm.critical.com, support.critical, projects.critical. So you have you have the list of different domains now, right? If you are not able to hack critical.com, you have other 8-9 other domains that you can try. All the attacks you can try on these particular domains also. Maybe there is a possibility you not find anything in critical.com, but you might find anything in hrms.critical.com or in pra.critical.com or in video.critical.com. Different websites, different way of designing, different languages they might be using. So anywhere, any particular vulnerability might exist. Okay, that we have to check, that we have to figure out. So this is what it is doing. It is increasing the attack surface area. Okay. So if you want to, let's say you want to open all the URLs all together, what you can do, you can download this particular tool, bulk URL opener. Okay, so you enter all the URLs all together. Let's say I'll enter google.com. Okay, then we have support.google.com. Then we have critical.com. Let's say we have helpdesk.critical.com, like that. I want to check, just click on open all and it will open all the URLs for me. So see, first google.com got open, second support.google.com open, third critical.com open, fourth helpdesk.google.com open, right? So this is a very good tool. It will help you out to open amples of URLs, so you can make changes over here. You want 25 URLs at one go, you want 50 URLs at one go, you want URLs in separate window, you can open in separate window, same window, new tab basically, right? So this way you can also download this one, bulk URL opener, and you can start figuring it out which URL is working, which URL is not working. It is not a surety every time you will open VirusTotal, it is going to show you some URLs and every URL will be working. No, it is not at all a surety. So sometimes URLs are working, sometimes they are not working, but most of them are working. It's like that. If you don't want to figure it out, or you figure it out that VirusTotal is not giving you good result, so we have another website. We call it dnsdumpster.com. Now in dnsdumpster.com, all you have to do is, again, you have to provide the IP address. Oh, sorry, you have to provide the domain name. So it's written example domain name. So you just write domain name. So your domain name is critical.com. Hit enter. Showing result of critical. And if you go down, here you got blog.critical.com, kpm.critical.com, turn.critical, video.critical, hrms.critical, support, critical, COVID, all these things, right? DNS dumpster also you can go for. So let's say I want to look for subdomains of paytm.com. paytm.com है paytm.in है paytm.com है ना
Yes, sir.
paytm.com. I want to look for subdomains of paytm.com. So I'll enter paytm.com relations and in subdomain area. Now you see how many subdomains they have. If you're trying to hack paytm.com, hack means you're trying to figure out the security vulnerability in paytm.com. So how do we figure it out that other domains? Let's say you are not able to find out any particular vulnerability in paytm.com. You have lots and lots of domains over here. You can try your hands on. See hotels.paytm.com, right? Hotels.paytm.com. Then we have dashboard.paytm.com, catalog.paytm.com, appmanager.paytm.com. So there are so many different other domains as well. So you can, if you keep on counting, no, if you now start counting your domains, there will be so many domains which we'll be having. See, किसी ना किसी पे कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा ही, right? See, the list is very long. Still going on. Okay. See how many particular domains we have now. See that? Now, if you're not able to find anything on paytm.com, you can pick any one of that and start testing it. You will find something at least better than nothing, right? This way you will be able to figure it out. Okay. So this is a very good tool, virustotal.com. It's a very good website which will help you out to find out the subdomains. And why do we have to find the subdomains? So that it is increasing the attacking surface area of our website. So if google.com does not have, maybe support.google might be having. I'll show you for Google also. You can go for apple.com also. Relations. Go to the relations and it will show you. See now, for google.com, we do have maps.google, APIs, Google, plus.google, developers.google. So there is no limit. Now, the main reason why we are finding subdomains, first is like we are increasing the attack surface area. Why we are increasing our attack surface area? We also know that Google is their main domain, right? They will never allow any particular hacker to hack google.com. They will be having full security every month, 2-3 months. After every 2-3 months, they must be testing out google.com properly, so that nobody should be able to hack google.com. Still, people are finding vulnerabilities on a particular domain, google.com. If people are not finding on google.com, when you might be seeing that somebody says that I have hacked Google once, I have got a vulnerability google.com, it is not at all a surety that they found actually in google.com. There is a possibility they might have found some vulnerability in images.google.com or dns.google.com or takeout.google.com or groups.google.com, any of the other particular domain. Okay, so the company will make sure that the google.com is secure. Let's say any particular, they hired an intern. If you are hiring an intern in google.com, they are also like good interns, right? They must be from IIT and all those areas. But if the intern is making a website, they might, let's say they are making clients.client6.google.com. If intern might have made it, there is a possibility he have made some mistake over here, right? Any kind of activity can happen. So it is important to figure out these subdomains. So you see how many target area we do have. There are a lot of targets we have, and then we can go for it. Cool. Clear? Subdomains, how do you figure out subdomains?
Sir, I have a question over there.
Yeah.
So in case of a virus total, we can say there are number of IP addresses in front of subdomains. But in
Sorry?
case of DNS, in case of virus total, when we are seeing the subdomains, there are number of IP addresses in front of
That was a
subdomains.
trace route.
That was a trace route. And in case of DNS dumpster, there is only one.
So it, the DNS might not be showing the trace route.
Okay, that is the trace route. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Then we have something we call SPF record. Any idea what is SPF record? Anyone? Anyone? Any idea what is SPF record?
No, sir.
No idea?
No, sir.
No problem. देखो, now what a hacker can do. Hacker can perform any particular malicious activity what he wants to do. Let's say we have Kratikal.com. Okay, I am working in Kratikal. So my email address is kunal@kratikal.com. My HR email address is hr@kratikal.com. Okay. Now there is a hacker. What hacker can do? Hacker can create any kind of an email address. Hacker wants to create hr@kratikal.com. Hacker can create hr@kratikal.com. Hacker can do that. He's a hacker. He can do these kind of activities. Now, let's say hacker created hr@kratikal.com. Hacker send me a mail, and in that mail, he's sending a mail kunal@kratikal.com. Now he's writing in a mail, he's sending a link in the mail, or he's sending a attachment. Let's say salary slip.exe. Now he's sending me this file salary slip.exe and writing a mail that, hey Kunal, we have made some deduction in your salary. Can you please check it and confirm us? He's just writing this. Now, as soon as I'll get this mail that my salary has been deducted, will I give it a thought at salary slip.exe? Or I'll check it, it's not, it should be txt, not exe. Will I check it? No. I'll directly hit on it. How dare you to deduct my salary?
No.
As soon as I'll click on it, boom, virus is there in my company, in my system, and I am being hacked. Maybe I'll get to know, maybe I'll not get to know, maybe depends upon what kind of virus they are sending. But the issue is they were able to send me this mail onto my inbox. Why they were able to send me this mail? Because my company has no protection that what kind of emails are allowed, what kind of emails are not allowed, from where emails are allowed, from where email should not be allowed. So if any hacker is trying to send me any particular mail from my company's email domain name, it should not happen. Okay. If it is from hr@ like this kratikal.com, or if it is critical instead of critical, let's say double I or something like that, which is a wrong spelling, something like that, that is also acceptable. Then in that case, it is my mistake that I didn't read it properly. But if it is sending from same address, which is hr@critical.com, it is not my mistake, it is company's mistake in that case, because they are not taken the proper security measures to basically stop any particular mail which is coming from a third party using your name. Okay, to stop these kind of emails, we basically set up SPF record. All right, what is SPF record? SPF record is sender policy framework. Okay, now sender policy framework will basically stop these kind of mails to enter into your system. All right, now where these mail will go then? Either in the spam box, or they will not at all land in your email address anywhere nearby. That depends upon when you set up SPF record, where you want them. So we call it quarantine. If they're landing in the spam box, we call them quarantine. Why do we call them quarantine? At any point of time, let's say you are trying to send me a mail, but it is because of SPF record, it is sending in the spam box. So I can check in my spam box and see what kind of mails we are getting in the spam box. And it's a mail from you, from my client, it should not land in the spam box, it should be in my email address. So I'll basically make it not in spam. And then from next time when I'll receive the mail, it will not be landing in the spam, it will be landing in the main box. That is why generally most of the companies, when SPF record is set up, they make it quarantine. Okay, how do we check SPF record? We have one website, we call it MX Toolbox. All right, go to this website MX Toolbox. I mean, not now, later after the class. MX Toolbox. Over here, it says domain name. Okay, domain name, not the URL. So enter the domain name, pratical.com. Sorry, not here, here, domain name, pratical.com. Click on MX lookup. And you can see that here, if you go down, we have three things over here. And all these three are checked. 1, 2, 3. DMARC record published, DMARC policy enabled, and DNS record published. So you see DMARC policy not published. Here we can see that DMARC policy, DMARC quarantine. Okay, quarantine means it is going to land in the inbox. Sorry, it is going to land in the spam box, not in the inbox. If any particular such kind of mail comes to our company, if you try to send me mail from, let's say, hr@critical.com, it is not going to land in my inbox. No, it is going to land in my spam box. So people are being given training that at any point of time when you receive mail in the spam box, make sure you do not execute any of the file. You check it, you make it go through it thoroughly, and then take an action. If you think there is a file, there is a, let's say, file which is an exe file or something like that, go to the virtual machine and then figure it out. Okay, then execute it. If any virus is also there, it is in the virtual machine, not in your main system. Okay, these kind of things are being checked. So we do check on MX Toolbox that your website has SPF record or not. So critical.com has the SPF record. We can see that we got all three checked, right? Now let's try for another website. We have Western Union. westernunion.e. There is a domain westernunion.e. Now westernunion.e, if you see, they do not have DMARC record published. They do not have DNS record published. They do not have DMARC policy enabled. Right. So in this case, you can see cross and exclamation mark. They have not set up their SPF record. Okay, so we can complain or we can submit a vulnerability, submit a bug to this company that your SPF record is not set up. A hacker can send a malicious email to any particular employer of your company and can send mail, and the mail will land in the inbox, and that can be very harmful for the company this way. So company, if you report these kind of vulnerabilities to the company, now this is a P4 vulnerability. When I say P4 vulnerability, there are 5 levels of vulnerability: P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. P5 vulnerability is the smallest level of vulnerability. Okay, nobody is like much worried about or care about P5 level of vulnerability. Then we have P1, P2, P3, P4. P1 is the highest level. Okay, then a little bit medium, then little bit medium, then the lowest level, which is P5. P4 vulnerability. So this one is SPF record is P4 vulnerability. If you submit these kind of vulnerability, company pays you near about $100 to $200 for this. Okay, I'm talking about bug bounty over here. So there is a process, bug bounty. We call it bug bounty. What is bug bounty? Is you submit vulnerabilities to the company, you submit bugs to the company, and company is going to pay you the reward for it. Not all the companies are going to pay you. Only the companies, those who have this program running. So companies generally, sometimes what they do, they are like they will get their security vulnerability done. Everything is done. Now they are very aware of, they're very basically they want their reputation to be good in the market related to security, that nobody is hacking us, nobody should be able to hack us. So this kind of what you say, reputation they build in the market. So what they do, they run a program. Program means they run an event. In that event, they say that, okay, all the hackers you hack my website. Let me know how you hacked it. Don't destroy my website. Don't create any trouble to my website. Just try to perform security testing on my website. And if you find anything, let me know. I will mitigate it. And for that, I'll provide you a reward. Now, reward can be anything. It can be in form of a t-shirt. It can be in form of a money. It can be in form of coupons. It can be any certificate. It can be anything. So they write what kind of reward they are going to provide. Likewise, Google gives you a good amount of money. If it's a P4 vulnerability, Google will pay you $400 to $500. Amount also varies. Like let's say Samsung. So I found this vulnerability in Samsung, P4 vulnerability in Samsung. So Samsung paid me $200 for it. So Samsung has this particular program running that you hackers, if you find out any vulnerability in my website, let me know. I will mitigate it and I'll pay you money for that. Right. So now Samsung can say we are secure. Right. Nobody hacked us. Now if I'll hack Samsung also, I'll tell them this is the way I hacked you, give me the money. This is how it works basically. This is why companies have this. So if it is P4 vulnerability, $200, P3 vulnerability, maybe more than that, maybe $300 to $600. If it's P2 vulnerability, it's from $800 to $1,500. If it's P1 vulnerability, they're going to give you $1,600 to $2,500. Or more than that, depends upon what kind of vulnerability you are finding. So the one we are talking about over here, which is SPF record, this is a P4 vulnerability. Company provides $100 to $200 for this simple vulnerability. You didn't do anything, you just went to the website, you figured it out, what is the domain name they are using, and you have to submit. For example, another example I'll show you. We have PhonePe. Okay, now whenever you get any message from PhonePe or any email from PhonePe, it is like abc@PhonePe or support@PhonePe.com, right? Now we need to check PhonePe has the security vulnerability, this particular vulnerability or not. So you just write PhonePe.com. MX lookup. Now, what does it say? Your website does not have DMARC policy available. So this is a vulnerability for PhonePe. Okay. Now, what we'll be doing, we will submit the vulnerability. But to submit the vulnerability, we have to read everything about the PhonePe, whether PhonePe will accept this vulnerability or not. So you go online and write PhonePe responsible disclosure. This is, I'm telling you this, I'm showing you this because after today's session, this is your homework that you figure out the responsible disclosure of different companies. You find out whether they have SPF record or not. If they don't have, check in the responsible disclosure whether they are accepting this kind of a vulnerability. If they're accepting, we will report. If they're not accepting, we will not report. Okay. So what I did, I checked that PhonePe has vulnerability or not. Yes, PhonePe is vulnerable, right? Now what we are going to do, we're going to go to the PhonePe website and we are going to look for the responsible disclosure. We have the responsible disclosure link available. Same way we have responsible disclosure link available for Razorpay also, right? Click on this link, open the link and read about it. So scope is, these are the programs which are in scope. These are the programs which were allowed. How to report an issue? whitehat@PhonePe.com. We have to send it. Qualifying vulnerabilities. These are the vulnerabilities which are qualifying. You might not understand right now. Don't worry. Out of scope or exclusion. Exclusion. You do not have to submit these vulnerabilities or you do not have to perform these attacks. Okay. Likewise, denial of service. You don't have to perform denial of service. Secondly, it says SPF and DKIM issues. We do not have to submit these issues. So it says that you do not have to submit, they are aware of it. Okay. So if we see that the vulnerability is there, but it says that even if you find it, we are not going to pay you anything, any reward, nothing, no certificate. So do not waste time in submitting these vulnerabilities. Okay. Now it says that do not submit it. So you don't have to submit it. All right. but you have to check whether you can submit this type of vulnerability or not. If you can submit it, company is going to pay you the money. Maybe $200 is not less for the simple amount, simple thing, right? So if check it, if it is not there, submit the vulnerability. If it is there, do not submit the vulnerability. Clear this one? SPF record,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
after today's session, go online for top 100 websites. Find out the SPF record for them, whether they have SPF record or not. If in case they do not have SPF record, what you do, go online, go to google.com and type, let's say you are looking for bing.com. Now for bing.com, you find out that vulnerability SPF record is not there. Bing.com responsible disclosure. Now the trick is, or the issue over here is, you're looking for bing.com. Bing.com is not a company. What is the company? Bing.com belongs to which company? Guys? I think Microsoft, it belongs to Microsoft. I think, I'm not sure. How do we figure out it belongs to which particular company?
Who is domain tools?
Exactly. Who is domain?
Yes, sir.
Same. Exactly. Totally correct. So make sure you figure it out which company it belongs to, and you check the responsible disclosure of that company. So you do not check responsible disclosure of Bing.com. If it belongs to Microsoft, go to Microsoft and then check it out. Okay, Microsoft responsible disclosure, where they have to submit everything, and then submit it. How to make a report? If you will figure it out, any particular company which do not have SPF record and they're accepting the report also, let me know. I'll help you out to make the report. Okay, report making is another task again, so we'll figure that out later. Okay, so this is your homework. Top 100 website. Hardly take, if you're good in typing and everything, hardly take half an hour to complete it. Okay, clear till here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, then we have something, we call it directory buster. What is directory buster? Directory buster is a very good tool which basically helps you out to find different directories. Different directory means that, let's say your website is abc.com. Okay, and we have something abc.com/1, let's say. Okay, now in /1, you don't know the /1 /1 URL exists. You have no idea about it. So you put /1 and you can see that there are so many sensitive information available. Okay, or we have something like /.htxs. You have no idea this particular link is available, or /API. You have no idea this kind of link is available. But as soon as you click on this link, it shows you so much sensitive information. Now this link is not available on the website. So if you open the website, you click on different links on the website, you will not be able to reach to this particular link because this link is not available, right? So like this, there are possibilities that some of the links by mistake, they remain public in nature. Public in nature means they are open for the public, right? By mistake, they are open for the public. So directory buster is a tool which will find out these particular kind of links for you. So what does directory buster exactly do? Directory buster has a list of keywords with it. Okay, likewise we have .htaccess, we have /etc/password. These are the kind of list we have. Okay, we have /password, PASSW. Okay. Then they have something .env. So these are basically sensitive files which should not be there. We have 1, 2, 3, all these kind of things. We have something shadow file. We have SAM. We have system, slash system, all these kind of keywords which will. So what these keywords are going to do, this keyword will come and it is going to basically figure it out. Do I have htaccess? If we have htaccess, it is going to show you 200 OK. If we do not have htaccess, it is not going to show you anything. Next keyword. Next keyword is API. We do have API available. Yes, 200 OK. Otherwise, next. Move on to the next one. Like this. So different keywords are going to come over here and check. Yes, we do have. It is going to show you 200 OK. Else, it is not going to show you anything. All right. So Directory Buster is a tool which you can download on Kali Linux as well as on Windows also. In Linux, it is pre-installed. By default, it is there. In Windows, you have to install it. Let me show you. So, Kali Linux not starting. Okay, let it start Kali Linux. I'll show you the GUI version. So GUI version you can download from online. You just write Directory Buster. Hit enter. And you see this sourceforge.net. On from this website, you can download Directory Buster. Akash, abhi to bataya why we use Directory Buster to find out different directories which are available. Likewise, this is a directory. This is the link which is available, but we don't know whether this link is available or not. So what we do, we put our URL in Directory Buster. Okay, we will be giving abc.com. Now, what Directory Buster is going to do? Directory Buster is going to basically check whether htaccess is there or not. If it is there, it is going to show you it is there. Yes. If it is not there, nothing it is going to show you. Then it is going to check another link. Is this link available? Yes. Will show you. If not available, not show you. So it finds out the hidden links for us. You can say that. Okay, hidden URLs for us. So from this particular website, you can download Directory Buster, and this is how your Directory Buster looks like. I'll share the link with you. From this website. I already have Directory Buster in my system. I'll show you DIRB. This is how your Directory Buster looks like. It says enter the target URL. So enter the target URL, let's say critical.com. Okay, this is my URL. So what is the URL? Full URL. You have to enter the full URL. It is not saying enter the domain name. It says enter the URL. So URL is https://critical.com. Okay. Now, we have to provide the list also. So your Directory Buster comes up with the pre-installed list. Okay, so any particular list you want to choose, you can choose the list and click on start attack. So the attack has been started. What is the number of payloads it is using? The number of keywords, 1,75,304. See, total request. How many have already been tried? 95 has been tried. Okay. What are the things it is trying? You can see it is over here. /wireless/2001/32/dona.4 privacy policy UK special demo 46 and different other keywords it is going to check. And once it is done, it is going to show you over here that what particular website is basically, what particular links are active. Whatever the active links will be here, you will be able to see them. It is not at all a surety that every link will be having some sensitive information. Okay, so we have to read and we have to figure it out. We have to analyze, is it showing us the source code? It is showing us any particular API key? It is showing us any secret key or private key? We have to check that particular thing. Okay, what kind of source code is that? All those things. So if it is shows us any particular data, so that means website is vulnerable. If does not, website is not vulnerable. So like for example, it might show you something like critical.com/API. It might show you. Then we have to see, are we able to open this API/API? But it says forbidden. You do not have permission to access this. In that case, this website is not vulnerable, this link, because we're not able to open this particular link. Yeah, if you find out any particular way to bypass it, yeah, that's a different scenario. Okay, but it is not allowing you to open this particular link. Okay, this is what your directory buster does for you. Same way, directory buster in your Kali Linux. Started forward password. Arshdeep, what's this question? Please explain all the directory of directory buster. मतलब क्या एक्सप्लेन करूँ इसमें मैं डायरेक्टरी बस्टर में? क्या नहीं समझ आया मेरे को, मतलब ये बताओ. कुछ नहीं कर रहा, वो बस स्लैश करके डायरेक्टरी चेक कर रहा है वो डायरेक्टरी वहाँ पे है या नहीं है. अब मैं अगर स्लैश करके यहाँ पे लेट्स से मैं चेक करता हूँ critical.com/blog, ये एक डायरेक्टरी है, मेरे को बस चेक करना है कि ये यहाँ अवेलेबल है नहीं है. तो ऐसे सेंसिटिव कीवर्ड्स होते हैं. ओके, अगर यहाँ पे /blog करके कुछ भी है तो शो कर रहा है मेरे को, राइट. बट अब मैं यहाँ देखूंगा कि मैं इसमें कुछ सेंसिटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल रही है क्या? नहीं मिल रही. बहुत क्लियर है ये कि ये एक सेंसिटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है, ये एक ब्लॉग पेज है. तो यहाँ पे कोई सेंसिटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं. अब यहीं पे मैं देखता हूँ कि /1 अवेलेबल है क्या? नो URL फॉर्म. तो /1 अवेलेबल नहीं है. रमन, आई एम कमिंग टू दैट ओनली. /1 अवेलेबल नहीं है. तो मैं यहाँ देखता हूँ शेडो अवेलेबल है क्या? शेडो एक फाइल होती है, सॉरी स्पेलिंग्स आर रॉन्ग. /shadow अवेलेबल है? नहीं है. यहाँ पे मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ /.htaccess अवेलेबल है? नहीं है. मैं यहाँ चेक कर लेता हूँ .env है क्या अवेलेबल? नहीं है. अब ये काम मैं मैन्युअली कर रहा हूँ, तो ऐसी बहुत बड़ी लिस्ट है, 4000 कीवर्ड्स, 5000 कीवर्ड्स. तो अब ये मैं 4000 कीवर्ड्स यहाँ मैन्युअली तो डाल नहीं सकता. तो मैंने क्या किया, मैं ये लगा डायरेक्टरी बस्टर पे. इसके पास ये बहुत सारे कीवर्ड्स है. मैं तो 4000 कीवर्ड्स बताऊंगे मेरे को. मेरे को अगर जनरली आस्किंग मी, मेरे को ज्यादा से ज्यादा कितने बताओगे? 100-150 कीवर्ड्स बताओगे. यहाँ पे हमने लिस्ट बना के दे रखी है 1 लाख कीवर्ड्स की. तो वी कैन यूज दीज कीवर्ड्स. तो ये चलता रहेगा, जैसे ही कुछ इसको मिलेगा ये यहाँ पे आपको शो कर देगा, नहीं तो नहीं करेगा. ठीक. Second, the keywords or the directory buster we have on Kali Linux, that is also very nice. So how do we use it? It's not getting started, otherwise I would have shown you. Let me check in my subsystem if we have directory buster over here. Yeah. So all you have to do is you have to enter into your Kali system. Let me try again. Yesterday only I made it fine. I don't know why it's not working now. Yesterday was working fine. Chalo, never mind. I'll show you later on whenever my system is fine. Let me check with the command prompt also if I've downloaded dirb. Not down. Issues. See, in your Linux, if you are using Kali Linux, how you can access dir. You can try it on your system. Okay, so if you write dirb over there, no, go to the terminal. Likewise, we have command prompt on our Windows system. We have terminal in your Kali Linux. Okay, my Kali is not getting started right now. I'm facing some issue. Otherwise, I would have shown you. But in next class, I'll show you this example. So you have to open your terminal. In the terminal, you just write dirb. Okay, hit enter. If it shows you something, this means dirb is installed. If it does not, then means you have to install Directory Buster. Second, how you use dirb if it is already installed. So you write dirb space your website name, that's all. Website name is https, basically URL /kratical.com. So you also have to add www.kratical.com. Simple, hit enter. It is going to basically start performing the activity, and it is going to test all the keywords and gives you the good result. So at any point of time, whenever you sit for attacking any particular website, okay, hacking any particular website, you have to use Directory Buster, come what may. Why? Because these are the links which are basically a malicious link, not malicious, sensitive information link. Okay, with simple attack, you can find out any particular source code or any particular API key or any particular secret key or any particular ID password. It can be, there are lots and lots of possibilities that you can figure it out. Okay, so you do anything, you have to perform dirb. So simple command dirb https://www.websitename.com. That's all. Okay, in Kali Linux, we have near about 4,000 keywords. And that's not a big keywords, 4,000, but we have list of good keywords. Okay, so make sure you are understanding Directory Buster and you know how to use it. Okay, so try Directory Buster on also on the top websites, like now top 100 websites which you are going to find out. You can use Directory Buster on those websites as well. Not on all, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you feel like comfortable. Okay, clear with Directory Buster?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Then we have something we call robots.txt. Okay. What is robots.txt? Same way that the way we have Directory Buster. No, we have something we call robots.txt. This is a file. What is this file? This file basically does not allow you to scan all the keywords or Google to represent these keywords in your Google search. Let's say you are searching for, let's say there is a file robots.txt. Okay, there is a website abc.com, and we have something we call robots.txt in this website, and robots.txt says that you Google basically, you don't have to provide keyword like /cart or then /blog /view /comment. Now if I go to Google now, okay, I look for abc.com and I write let's say cart, hit enter. It is not going to show me any particular link related to abc.com cart. Okay, why it is not going to show me? Because this keyword cart is in the robots.txt of abc.com. What is robots.txt doing? It is stopping Google to crawl for cart keyword related to this website. Okay, so it disallow Google to basically you can say spider the request or spider the keyword cart related to abc.com. Okay, so it is not going to show you. So if any website has robots.txt file available with them for public, in that case you will be able to see all the particular keywords it has blocked Google to basically you can say spider. Okay, how do you figure it out? Open the website. Let's say we have flipkart.com. Okay, I want to look for whether flipkart.com has robots.txt or not. So how do we look for it? You just write flipkart.com/robots.txt. Okay, so for flipkart.com, robots.txt is publicly available. So that is fine. It is not a vulnerability. Okay, it is fine. Now, if you see, it says that cart user agent, all the user agents are not allowed. What is disallowed? View cart is disallowed, dynamic is disallowed, reviews are disallowed, store is disallowed, this is disallowed, this is disallowed, this is disallowed for whom? For any particular browser to browse these particular data. Okay, any particular user agent to spider this particular value, but it does not say that this particular link is closed or link is blocked or something like that. So you can check whether the link is getting open or not. So let's say if I want to look for let's say reviews. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy the review, I'll go to flipkart.com/review, reviews, hit enter. Okay, it says not found, redirecting to flipkart.com/http404.php. So it says that not found. So this means that this particular link is not available for public as well, right? Now, this way you have to look for all the particular links, and if you find any particular open page which is open for public, then you have to check, is there any sensitive information? If there is no sensitive information, then leave the page. If there is sensitive information, then you have to basically submit the vulnerability. That can be P1 vulnerability, that can be P4 vulnerability, it can be P3, it can be P2, it can be any type of vulnerability, depends upon what kind of information is there. Okay, clear this one? Robots.txt, simple. So it is kind of a cheat sheet for a hacker. Like hacker got some values, some data, right? So this will be a cheat sheet for a hacker. How hackers bypass that pages? Which pages? Ashdeep, which pages you are talking about? Okay. So moving forward, this is your robots.txt, sir, which we do not permission to open. Which you do not have permission to open. There are different ways you can change your IP address. You can use nmap scan for it. In next session, we'll be learning about nmap. We'll see what is nmap and how we can use nmap. Directory buster is one of the way, or what you can do. I mean, see, वैसे तो you will not be able to bypass these pages. Okay. Otherwise, if you can try, what you can do, you can give the illegal characters over here, and then check, is anything happened? In one of the website, what I did, I give the backslash like this. I hit enter and page open for me. So you have to basically do a hit and trial method. There is no specific way or specific steps defined to bypass the page. Sometimes it happens that you start your you change your URL, you change your IP address, and at that point of time, it will show you. Sometimes it happens that also. So totally depends upon your website, totally depends upon the scenario. There is no specific way to bypass these pages. Likewise, it says reviews, just give the backslash, hit enter. It might show you, it might not show you, right? So it's a hit and trial method. Then we have something we call Google hacking. So Google hacking does not mean that you are hacking Google. Google hacking means you are using Google for hacking purpose. Okay. Google hacking, or you can call it Google dorking, or you can call it Google advanced search. Right. These are basic things you can call it: Google hacking, Google dorking, Google advanced search, or you can also call it exploit DB. What is exploit DB? Exploit DB, basically there is a database, exploit DB. DB means for database. Okay. Now, the thing is that Google knows everything. Okay. But it is like the way you are asking Google. If I am asking Google, let's say I go to google.com and I ask Google that Google show me kratical.com, right? If I'll write kratical.com. So basically it's a simple thing that I'm asking Google, Google show me kratical.com. So Google should show me kratical.com. So Google showed me kratical.com. But if you go to other links, it's showing me linkedin.com. It is showing me crunchbase.com. It is showing me Facebook, Glassdoor. Let's go to next page. It is showing me Glassdoor on the next page. Cybersecurity intelligence, KP Monitor, ThreatCorp, Zoom Info, IntelliJob, PitchBook, KDMark. Where is Kratical? There is no Kratical. CyberDB, get me, Twitter. It is not showing me Kratical at any place, right? All right. Now, the thing is that we need to ask Google in a proper manner. Now we just ask Google, show me kratical.com. It showed me kratical.com and it is only showing me one kratical.com out of, and look at the result number. Result is 43,800, but kratical.com was at only one place. Out of 3 pages, I found kratical.com in the starting only. So the thing is that I need to ask in a proper manner. So what is the proper manner? We use some keywords. Okay. Likewise, I want to look for kratical.com. Now kratical.com is a website, right? So what I'll do, I'll write site colon kratical.com. That there is a website kratical.com. I want to look for that particular website. Now if I'll hit enter, now you look at the result. Kratical.com, kratical.com blog, kraticalstats.kratical.com, kratical.com white paper, kratical.com wishing, kratical.com clients, kratical.com media coverage, career, contacts, education, everything is related to kratical.com. If you go to the third page also, it shows you kratical. If you go to the 9th page also, kratical. Everywhere it is kratical.com now. Why it is showing you something like that? Because now I am asking Google in a proper format, in a proper way. If I'll not ask Google in a proper way, Google is not going to show me anything which I am asking. Google will show me what is the most priority or people, those who are paying Google for that particular purpose, right? So how to ask Google in a proper format, that what is Google Dorking or Google Advanced Search. Okay, so you got to know that there is a keyword site. If you want to look for any specific website, you can just write site kratical.com or abc.com or whatever. Now, if you want to look for something which is in the URL, so this is your URL where you write URL. So like say we can see something in URL is google.com search kratical site something. I want any specific thing in the URL. If I want any specific thing inside the URL, so what is the keyword I use? I use in URL. Okay, so in URL will basically show me any specific thing. So I want, let's say, Pakistani website. So I'll write in URL.pk. So let's say over here in URL.pk. Now, if I'll write .pk, basically pk is for Pakistani website. So pk is also a movie. So it is going to show me the result of the movie. So what I'll do, I'll give a space over here. Now, if I'll see, it is going to show me all the websites related to Pakistan. Okay. Now, you tell me, I want to look for Indian government websites. What should be the Google Doc for it?
in URL colon space gov.in.
Okay, write me the dork in the chat box. Everyone, not only one person, please do write the doc in the chat box. What do you think that I should use the doc to figure it out? The government websites, Indian government websites I'm talking about, not any random government websites. I want the doc for Indian government websites. So if I'll put that particular doc, it is going to show me Indian government website. So I'm getting gov.in. In URL gov.in. Cool. So in URL gov.in is also going to show me. Also, if I'll write in URL .gov.in will also show me the government websites. Okay. So we can use anyone in URL .gov.in or URL like this, or without dot also. Anything, anyway is possible. Right. So now it is going to show me all the websites which are related to Government of India. So you see every website, gov.in, 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 gov.in. Let's move to the 7th page, gov.in, 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 gov.in. 9th page. Does this work in incognito mode? Yes, obviously. Why do we have incognito mode? Tell me. What does incognito mode does for you?
It just clears. It just doesn't.
Incognito is never saved.
Sorry. Skip karo yaar.
Whatever we search in incognito mode is never saved in our Google account.
Exactly. That's all what it does for you. So it is going to work for incognito mode also. Not a big deal. Okay. So like this. So now let's say I want to look for Pakistani websites plus I want to look for administrative page as well. So now what kind of URL I need to give? In URL. Now .pk. What I want admin page. So I can just write admin and it is going to show me the admin page of Pakistani websites. Google नाराज हो गया फिर से. See, now it is showing me .pk admin. Now it is basically when we write .pk admin, it is showing me all the pages related to admin. Now it is not a surety that it's a login page. I wrote only admin. So there is a possibility that admin concept will be there. Basically admin event will be there, anything like that. Okay. If we'll write something like that admin login, then it is going to show me the login page of administrator. Okay, like that. What you're seeing. So all the pages, they are now belongs to administrator, admin login page. So they will ask for ID password. If you are able to enter the ID password, you just enter the ID password and then you will be able to bypass the page. Likewise, this is a website, Pakistan Scientific Technology Research. Enter your username, password, department, login. So we don't have anything. Let's try with this one. This is known as SQL injection. Login. We might be able to bypass it. We might not be able to. We are not able to. Here, this one website, we will be able to. Oh, or 1 equals to 1. Not able to log in. Okay, we are able to bypass this page, so we are logged in. Let's try for another account also. Logged in, not logged in. Like this, we have lots and lots of now admin pages available. We can try on different pages, and if we are able to log in, very nice. We are not able to log in, never mind. Every vulnerability does not exist on every page. 404. So only one website we were able to figure it out. Right. This way you can perform Google dorking. So this is not the only Google dorking. This Google dorking is a very big concept. Okay. Now, if you want anything in the title area, in title area is, which one is the title area? This one. So this website is webkit.org. Let's say I open downloads. As soon as I click on downloads, you see the title has been changed, WebKit downloads. So if you want anything in the title area, so you write in title. Okay, you want anything in the text area, so this area is the text area. Okay, you want anything specific in text area, you write in text. Okay, you want anything for a specific file. Let's say you want a txt file, or you want a doc file, doc file, you want mp3 file, you want mp4 file. So what do you write? You write file type. So I want file type is ppt, hacker ppt. So you'll be able to find it out. Google.com. I want file type is, let's say, PDF. Okay, what I want a hackers handbook. So all the PDF, hackers handbook, all the websites which will be able to provide me the hackers handbook in PDF format, they are going to show me. See, I got a web application hackers handbook PDF. It will open and it is going to show me. See, hackers handbook. I got hackers handbook. 849 pages. I can download it for free of cost. Same way, hackers handbook, whatever it is. Yeah, hackers handbook. See, I got the book with just one simple keyword. Okay, I wanted a PDF file type PDF, and hackers handbook, it showed me. Right. Same way, if you want to download any particular crack tool, so people generally look for crack tools. No, anybody who downloads crack tools over here?
Yes,
Anyone?
sir.
You download
Yes.
which tools you download?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like
Which
we can use
okay, how do you look for the crack tools? What kind of
sir,
search you do?
sir, just the tool name with 94 FBR.
Okay. So
Yes,
for that you can, like, if you want to look for any specific movie or any specific tool or any specific file, what you can do, index, and then your tool name or file name or whatever it is. Okay, let's say I'm looking for, this is the tool Acunetics, index of Acunetics. I'll just write index of Acunetics. So it is going to show me the tools. If it is cracked version is available, free version is available, it is going to show me the files. If not available, it is not going to show me the files. Parent directory, yes. So we have this tool available for me for free of cost. I can download it from here and I can use it. This one is yeah, this one is also available. So here also available, not available, available, this way. Okay, if I want anything, like say index of Rockstar movies, so it is going to show you that also. Okay, any particular movie you want. So everything it is going to show you. Now there are so many keywords like this, so many. Let's say I want file type, and I want txt file, and I want credit card. So for credit card, we can write CVV details, text CVV, not CVV exactly. Yeah, text card CVV we can write. So file type is txt. Okay, I want card and CVV details. So let's try to open these ones. So do we get something? Let's see. Credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card. We do have some details, but this is not showing credit card. It is showing someone's statement. What do we have to do with this statement? Okay, these are the testing accounts. These are testing wait sent value. This testing account not of any use. Test card number not of any use. Okay, this is basically test cards not of any use. Yeah, this is not a test card. These are the live cards. See, we got some cards over here, testing cards, but we have to check when they are expiring. Expiring is 2021. See, so we do have expired 2020, 21, 21, 2019. We do have few cards related to that. See, there are so many cards we do have. So you can try these cards on different areas. So with simple particular technique, you see, I just wrote something on Google and I was able to see the credit card information as well. Like this, it is just simple keywords you should have to use. Okay. Now, exactly how do we use it? This is first just to basically tell you that how we use it. If you are using it, exactly how you have to use it. So we have a area, we have an application for Google. We call it Google Hacking Database. We call it exploit.db. So you can write GHDB and it will redirect you to Google Hacking Database. See, GHDB, exploit.db.com. Open this one, which is the powerful keyword. There is no such powerful keyword, depends upon what you are looking for. Okay, likewise, see, I'll show you now. Over here, these are the dork which have been already created for you by Google. Okay, there are different people, those who have written these keywords. So there is Sanu Josh M, there is Xavier, there is Ozer, Alexander, Sahil Saxena. Okay, Indians are, most of them are provided by Indians also. Murli Krishna, right? So these are the docs. Let's say this is a doc provided by Murli Krishna. Okay, what does this doc show you? This doc is going to show you sensitive directories. Okay, let's copy this one. Go to google.com. So depends upon what you have in your mind, what you are looking for. You're looking for sensitive directory. You have sensitive directory. This is a doc for sensitive directory. Sensitive directory. This is a doc for sensitive directory. Right. So what you're looking for depends upon that. We got one doc. Now, what particular website you are looking for? I am looking for siteiscritical.com. So I just need to add the website name, hit enter. If we have sensitive directory related to it, it will show you over here. If you don't have, it is not going to show you over here. You see that it is not showing you any particular data, any particular directory, right? But if I delete site as a critical.com from here, sorry, like this. Guys, just hold for a second. Hello. Okay, sorry. ठीक, अभी देखो. What we did, we took the dork. This is for sensitive directory. Okay, now if we will basically provide site critical, so it was not showing us the data. So critical do not have any particular sensitive directive related to GitLab, SSH log or something like that. Okay, so you have to analyze the website also, what kind of website you're looking for. On the basis of that also you look for the doc. Now, if we write this particular doc just like that and we try to look for these particular links, these links also will show us some of the sensitive data of different websites. So if we perform this task on any random site, is it illegal or not, or they raise complaint against us? No, until and unless you are using their information for any other purpose. So opening this link is not illegal. If I'm opening this link is available for public. Why it will be illegal? Right. So these are the SSH logs which we have. Same way for this website also we do have the logs. अब इसके अंदर you have to read. Do we have any sensitive data available or not? If we have, we will report. If we don't have, we will not report. Depends upon that. Right. Same way, if we let's say go for your Google Doc, and now it is going to show you sensitive data. Let's remove the category. Let's say file containing password. See, file containing password. So we can look for the files which have passwords. Copy that on the Google, just provide the doc, hit enter. So these are the files which contains password, and we can look for these files. See, we do have server, link भी दिया server का, email address भी दिया, password भी दिया, username भी दिया, password भी दिया. So we do have these now IDs and passwords available for different data, different websites. PHP admin, olympianetwork.com, this is the ID and this is the password. Like these, you can see how many IDs, password we have. Same way, IDs and passwords. Same way, IDs and passwords. Not here. Currently unavailable. Okay, now you can see how many total number of result we got. 49 results. So 49 links we have, in which there are possibilities that we might be able to find some IDs and password of different websites. Okay, this way what you can do now, if you want to look for, see, it says @yahoo.com, @gmail.com in text. Okay, you can also write in text Netflix. Remove other things. You don't want any other, in text Netflix. I want. Might found anything. Anyone got Netflix? Any affair? Something. I'm not downloading anything. You can go for it and download if you want. Okay. Possibilities are there. You might find Netflix ID password. You go for it. You might get it. But you will have to search for it. It's not just one click. You will be able to find Netflix ID password. All right. So you have to search for it as well. कहीं तो मिल ही जाएगा. Okay, like this. So depends upon what you're looking for. So here is the category. Let's say you look for this category. Look for vulnerable servers. It is going to show you for vulnerable server. You want to look for the password area, file containing password. Look for file containing password. It is going to show you keywords for it. Google Doc for it. If you go for so there are total 342 docs for it. Okay. Sorry. Like this. Clear? Google Docking? समझ आया?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, let's say if you are getting these details, sir, what I'm saying, like we are getting these details which are publicly available, like the credit card details or the ID passwords of the individuals. So if someone is trying to log in with these details, so that will be on the risk, right?
Yeah, that's your risk. That's what this comes with the warning. Don't try this at home. This is just for the information. So I'm just showing you all these credit cards and all those things just to show you that Google, if you're working, Google can show you so many things, whatever you ask Google for. But
So
while you have to perform security testing, you only have to demand for that.
okay. So if we are saying that all these people have put these files on such a server or such a links which are publicly available,
Yeah.
so that is a security issue.
Yeah.
Means this information should not be publicly available, right?
Oh, obviously.
Right. Okay.
Chalo. Then guys, let's take a break for 15 minutes. Okay. Then we'll start again.
Sure. Sure, sir. Thank you.
All right. It's 4:40 right now. 5:05 will start again. All right, let's start. Are you guys here? Shall we start? Guys, can you hear me? Okay. So understood whatever we have done till now? Clear with everything?
Yes, sir.
We have one more thing which is left, which we call it Shodan. Have you ever heard of this term Shodan? Shodan.io. Have you heard ever anybody of you have heard of Shodan? Okay, Samarth have heard it. Who else? Nobody else? No? Yes, no, maybe? मेरे को लगता है कोई है ही नहीं यहाँ पे.
नहीं सर, नहीं सुना आगे कभी ये वर्ड.
एक वंशी है, दूसरा समर्थ है यहाँ पे, अर्शदीप है यहाँ पे. I think people have not joined till now. I am here, Yash is here. Who else is here? Just a quick present.
Hello.
It shows all IP. Okay, quick.
Hello.
I want a quick present absent scenarios. Everybody is here? Yes, no? Okay, everybody type yes.
Identify the IoT devices. I think.
Okay, first this presentation I'm saying. What do you call it? वो teacher लेती थी सुबह. What was that? Absent present? What was the term for it? Okay, everybody is here. Attendance, yeah. All right, present. So we have something we call Shodan.io. What is Shodan.io? Shodan.io, no, basically will tell you about your application, what you're looking for. Okay, Shodan.io has the information about all the hacked data, all the, you can say, devices which are already hacked over the internet. Let's say you're looking for webcam. You can just write webcam over here and you can explore all the hacked webcams over here. So you just write webcams, click on search. It is going to show you all the IP addresses of the hacked web cameras. So now these are the IP addresses. I'm not opening these IP addresses because I have no idea what's behind those cameras. So I'm not starting it. Okay. You guys can look for it. All right. Now, let's say if you want something related to any particular your website. So let's say we have critical.com, right? So what I can do, I can write critical.com over here. And if I have any particular data related to critical over the Shodan, it is going to show me. Otherwise, it is not going to show me. No result found, no data over here. You have any specific IP address you want to look for. You can provide the IP address over here. You can look for. You want to look for any particular port number. Let's say you are looking for port number 8080. You can just write port 8080 and then click search. And if they have all the ports which are open, please log in to search. You have to basically log in and then you have to search. Okay, never mind. You can create your account over here and then you can use it. What are the things you can basically use over here? What are the things you can perform? So if you're looking for any particular specific thing, you can go on to Shodan and you can look for it for any specific thing. So I've already shown you like web cameras you can look for. You want to look for any particular server, let's say. I'm looking for server 2.2.0. So I can just write Apache 2.2.0. Let's say I'm looking for Apache 2.2.0. Look for it. It will show me all the websites which will be using Apache 2.2.0. Okay. If I'm looking for any particular port number, so I can write port number, and I'm also looking for mini server, some particular version, port number 1000. I can look for it. Whatever you have in your mind, you can just type it and you can look for it. Okay. This is what your Shodan is going to do for you. So you should be clear in your mind what you are looking for. If you're not clear in your mind what you're looking for, Shodan will not be able to help you out. All the hacked devices which are already hacked right now, which are hacked, and they are over there on the internet. Okay, all the hacked devices which are on the internet, they are available on the Shodan. Okay, so if let's say you get a company to test for and you have the IP address of that company, you just enter the IP address over here. If Shodan, if anybody else have ever hacked that particular company, the data is available. So Shodan is going to show you that data and you can use that data. You have to check whether the data is new, old, fresh, something like that. I want to find all the devices from Delhi. I can write cities New Delhi, look for it, and it is going to show me. Simple. You just be clear with what you are looking for. Just enter that particular data. It is going to show you. The issue is Shodan sometimes will give you only 100. You can say 100 points for free account. After that, you have to create a new account. Okay, so either you just pay to the Shodan. It deserves to pay. If you're performing regular exercise on Shodan, then it's deserve to pay. If you're not performing, and once in a year, no, Shodan gets this sale, 100 rupees Shodan for an year, only for rupees 100. Last year I bought it. Next year I forgot to buy. I missed the deal. But every year there is a one day at any point of time, Shodan will announce that, okay, today I'm giving Shodan only for 100 rupees. We can buy the Shodan for 100 rupees. Otherwise, it's pretty costly. Right. So this is what Shodan is basically. You can log into the Shodan and just be clear with it what you're looking for. If you're looking for any particular cameras, just write webcams. Generally, how people use it for hacking or for looking for finding out the vulnerabilities in already hacked devices. Likewise, if I got, let's say, testing for critical.com. So I'll look for critical over here, critical.com, or I'll just write critical, 2-3 keywords related to critical only I'll try. If anything related to critical, Shodan will be having, it is going to show you. If Shodan does not have, it is not going to show you. Okay, then I can use that information for my testing purpose or for hacking purpose. That is what Shodan does for you. So Shodan is the search engine for hackers or for security testers. That's what Shodan do, nothing else. Likewise, we have Google. For hackers, we do have Shodan.io. Okay. Clear this one? Now, any question from footprinting topic? Whatever we've studied today?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Chalo. So we do have some questions from the last session, which was cryptography. Okay. The question was, what is stream cipher and block cipher? Anybody has any idea what is stream cipher and block cipher?
No, sir. No idea.
Sorry? No idea? Okay, I'll tell you. So basically, do you guys know what is XOR? XOR, or you can say.
Operator exclusive.
Sorry?
Exclusive or operator?
Yeah, exclusive or operator. Chalo, I'll tell you. I'll explain you what is stream cipher and block cipher.
सर जिसमें हम टेक्स्ट को ब्लॉक कर सकते हैं?
नहीं, ब्लॉक कुछ नहीं करना. देखो होता क्या है, एक होता है हमारा स्ट्रीम साइफर. स्ट्रीम साइफर क्या होता है? व्हाट इज स्ट्रीम साइफर? इन स्ट्रीम साइफर, नो, द इंक्रिप्शन इज बेसिकली डन इन द डिजिटल डेटा. So what is digital data? 01, 01, 01, 01 types. This is your digital data, right? The encryption is done on the basis of this particular data. Okay. So it takes 1 byte at a time. So it will take 1 byte, it will convert it into ciphertext. So you have plain text. So what is basically ciphertext or cryptography is related to? Cryptography is you're converting plain text into ciphertext, right? Let's say you're converting a message hello into ciphertext, and your ciphertext is, let's say, for hello, ciphertext is this one. Now, if you are using, if it is stream ciphertext, how this data is getting converted from this particular language to this particular thing? How it is converting? So you are using some keys, right? You're using some algos. Now, how these keys and algos basically helps you out? What is stream cipher? Forget about algorithm over here. Just remember about the key. What a stream cipher does? So you are converting you are using basically 1 byte at a time. So let's say for hello, your value comes out to be, let's say for example, 10110110. Let's say for example. Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is your plain text. Now you have to use a key over here. So let's say the key is 010101 0101010. Let's say 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 2 3 2 8 2 4 6 7 8. Okay, you are using this is a key. Now, when this particular word mixed with the key, there is a result. We have a ciphertext. Now, how this ciphertext is coming? How this ciphertext is coming? This particular value. Okay, this is your plain text. Is basically this is your key mixing with the key. This is your key, and it is giving you a result. ये बड़ा छोटा क्यों आ रहा है? Okay, whatever. 10. Let's say 10 over here. Okay, now it's equal. Now what will happen? This particular data will go into XOR. Now what happens in XOR? In XOR, if this is how what happens in XOR. So if your keyword is like 10, what will be the result of 10? Who knows XOR? Samarth, what will be the result of 10? Samarth?
Like,
sorry? What will be the result of 10? Anyone? Any idea in XOR?
0
0 नहीं 1. अगर अलग अलग है तो 1 आएगा, सेम है तो 0 आएगा. See, इसके लिए ना थोड़ी सी ये सारी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. नहीं है तो डोंट माइंड. That's totally fine. ये थोड़ा डीप में जाके होता है. It's little bit in deep. That's why I avoid to tell people these things because I know सर के ऊपर से चला जाता है. राइट, पहले क्रिप्टोग्राफी का जितना सीखे उतना थोड़ा अच्छे से सीख लेना, फिर उसके बाद इस पे आना थोड़ा. What is in XOR process? What's in XOR actually going on? So if your value is 0 and 1, okay, if your value is 0 and 1, what will be the result of this one? If it is going to the XOR process, the result will be 1. Okay, if it is 0 and 1 again, it will be 1. So basically values are different. Okay, this is 1 and this is 0. So values are different, so value becomes 1. If your values are same, this is 1 1, so the value becomes 0. This is 0 0, value becomes 0. All right, this is what is basically happens in XOR process. If the value is same, it becomes 0. If the value is different, it becomes 1. Now over here, this is what we are doing. Over here, this is what you're doing. So your value is basically right now over here, sorry. Over here, your value is 1 0. So this particular is your plain text. Okay, and this is your key, right? Now 1 0, what it will become? 1 0, 1 0 will become 1, 1 0 1 will become 1, 1 0 will become 1, 1 1 will become 0, 0 0 becomes 0, 1 1 becomes 0, 1 0 becomes 1, 0 1 1, 1 0 1, 0 1 1. Right, so we can recheck all the values which have 1 1 or 0 0 becomes 0. So this is same. 0 1 1 becomes 0, 0 0 becomes 1, 1 1 becomes 0, and all. So this is the correct result which we got. So this will be your ciphertext. If you are using stream block, so this is how your ciphertext is coming using the stream block. Okay, if you are using block cipher, in block cipher this will not be the scenario. In block cipher, in the stream cipher, you are using 1 byte at a time. In block cipher, you divide the bytes into different blocks. Okay, so let's say you have 64 bit of data. Let's say, Okay, for example, 64-bit of data, bytes of data. Then what you do, it will be basically, it will divide your 64 bytes into different blocks. So there will be different blocks which will be divided. Okay, now each block will be of a specific size. Let's say 4 bytes. 4 each. Okay, then this byte will go for a key. KEY. This is key basically. Okay, this is key. Every byte will go one by one, and then it is going to give you the result. And result also, it is not like that result will be all together. No, result will be also of different size, like this. If it is total is 16, this will be result will be also total 16. 4 bytes, like this. Okay, this is how your this is the main difference between your block cipher and stream cipher. I'm clearing this one. Right, very dirty drawing. So in block cipher, the thing is that it will divide your particular value into different blocks. So let's say you give 1 GB of data. So this 1 GB of data will be divided into different block size. The minimum block size can be of 64 bit. Generally, it is of 64 bits. Okay, generally, or it's of 128 bits. Okay, generally, mainly either it is of 64 bits or 128 bits. Now what will happen, 1 GB of data will divide it into 64 bits, lots of 64 bits. Then all those 64 bits, one by one, these 64 bits will go into that algorithm, go use the key over there and gives you the final outcome. Then next 64 bit will go, then it will go into the algorithm, then it will give you the item. Then next again, another 64 bit will go into algorithm and gives you the result. Okay, this is what your stream cipher and block cipher difference is. So in your stream cipher, it is using 1 bit at a time. In your block cipher, it is using the specific size as this block. And what is the size of that block? Minimum it's 64 GB, 64 bits, and maximum it is 128 bits. It can be more, it can be less, but generally, which is the standard one, is 64 and 128. Clear? समझ आया समर्थ?
Yes sir. सर एक बात पूछना चाहूँगा,
आवाज नहीं आ रही, बहुत धीरे आवाज आ रही है.
हेलो.
यस.
हाँ सर, पूछ रहे थे अगर ब्लॉक साइफर में हम लोग बीच में एल्गोरिथम चेंज कर सकते हैं? सपोज कुछ ब्लॉक्स के बाद मेरे को कुछ मतलब अलग एल्गोरिथम में हम उसको
वो फिर आपका एल्गोरिथम ही पूरा अलग हो गया ना. अब आपने दो एल्गोरिथम मिक्स कर दिए तो इट्स कस्टम एल्गोरिथम, यू कैन से.
हाँ वही, वो मतलब कर सकते हैं ब्लॉक साइफर में वैसे.
आपकी कोडिंग स्ट्रांग है, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
ओके
राइट, अलाउड है, मतलब वो काम कर आपको उसमें एरर नहीं आ रहा तो आप कर सकते हो. ऑब्वियसली आपकी कोडिंग अगर स्ट्रांग है तो. राइट,
ओके सर,
you can do that. So that becomes a new algorithm in that case. So you are mixing two algorithms, it becomes a new algorithm. Right? Chalo. Anything else? Clear everything?
Yes, sir.
Chalo.
yes sir.
Hello guys, then revise everything whatever we have studied today. Okay, and then we'll next lecture is on Saturday and Sunday, right? So that's a long weekend. If you guys are going somewhere. Yes, Raman, you saying something? Okay, cool. So chalo, then I'll see you guys on next Saturday, Sunday. That's 3rd and 4th. 2nd is holiday. If you guys are planning to go somewhere, let me know. I'll also plan in that case. If you guys are not planning, then we'll have a session. All right. Sir, Kali install. Kali अभी मेरी ही नहीं चल रही यार, मैं आकाश तेरे को क्या हेल्प करूँ? Okay, Akash, give me a WhatsApp, message me on my WhatsApp. I'll help you out in Kali. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, no issues. Just WhatsApp me on my number. I'll help you out with your Kali Linux. Okay. Anything else? Chalo. Okay. Bye. Good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.